Springtime brings out the best in Europe. The cafes move out into the streets, all the better to absorb the history that surrounds you. The recession is biting here, just as it is everywhere. It's just that the Europeans seem to have a way of getting by, unless you look at them from the Republican presidential hopeful's point of view.
We're increasingly becoming like Europe. Europe isn't working in Europe. It'll never work here.
I think you're looking at European socialism at a minimum.
Which got us to wondering, just how bad is that? Germany has a 5.5% unemployment rate, an immense export surplus, and world-leading innovative companies. And its economic system, according to former U.S. Ambassador John Kornblum, is closer to what the U.S. was in President Eisenhower's time than it is to socialism.
The governments in Europe, but especially in this country, Germany, could probably be given credit for writing half of the Republican economic policy. They believe in low taxes, saving, low government expenditures, no deficits.
The candidates are dealing in caricatures of Europe that are about 90% wrong, in the view of American University of Rome professor James Walston.
They are trying to smear the opponents by using the socialism word, when what is actually present in Europe is social democracy, and not even that.
But if you're a candidate who wants to move to the White House, why worry about details?
I am for the Constitution. He is for European socialism.
He wants to turn America into a European-style social welfare state.
Such talk certainly resonates with young European voters like Annika Petrovic, but not quite in the way the candidates have in mind.
I just hope that most Americans are just more intelligent than those politicians.
One of the things that bemuses people here is the GOP candidates' insistence on referring to Europe and European socialism as if they were talking about a single amorphous entity, when in fact the European Union alone comprises 27 different countries, each with its own language, culture, and social system.
If you want to see America, after the Obama administration is through, just travel around, just read up on Greece, read up on Portugal, read up on France.
European nations have seen riots over benefit cuts, their fair share of foreclosures, and long unemployment lines. And the cradle-to-grave social welfare systems set up more than 60 years ago do have to be drastically trimmed to fit changing economic times, but not to the extent of removing the safety net.
There is a presumption that healthcare should be guaranteed. There should be a minimum of healthcare which the government, which the community provides.
And it's for everybody. Even a tourist who ends up in an ambulance here in Italy can expect full and comprehensive care, and no one will demand to see an insurance card first or send a bill when it's over. Universal healthcare is a concept that Berlin artist Madeleine Krakow says she wouldn't want to live without.
That's a big part of feeling secure, really secure, because you always know whatever happens, if you don't have any money to buy some noodles, but you are safe.
There was a time when Europe's youth and aspiring middle class saw America as a shining beacon of opportunity, but it's no longer seen as the ultimate career and lifestyle improvement.
In Northern Europe, they're looking at the United States and say, boy, I'm happy to be here, because unemployment is much lower, job security is higher, education is free, medical care is comprehensive. And so they have to be fairly adventurous to believe that they would be better off in the United States than they are here right now.
And if they did decide to come to America, some of the presidential candidates would have to drastically alter their perceptions, to say nothing of their rhetoric, to win their votes.